I think it's interesting to reflect on how the pandemic has impacted our lives. Sometimes the very small, minuscule habit has shifted for us. And one of those for me is the habit of wearing more t shirts than I ever used to wear. And this one made me thinking about how we plant seeds from years ago that then impact or come back to show up in our lives in different ways. So this t-shirt was part of the uniform, a very organic, sustainable t-shirt that we bought for our cruise relating to kicking off this concept called Inspired Birthdays. And that was about doing very sustainable, green, thoughtful birthday parties for youth that connected them through learning in games, through to nonprofits, and to thinking more sustainably for the future. Now, it was a concept before its time, which seems to be a trend in my life, and yet there is wisdom in going through the process of trying something on, trying to be an innovator, trying to be an entrepreneur. And now, as I sit here working to make something go, something big and green, transformative in its nature, sort of marrying the idea of philanthropy and environment and environmental nonprofits and climate-focused nonprofits around the idea of taking the giving to this issue area, which is the lowest of the low of all giving at just 3%, and catalyzing it upwards, but not just because of the money invested into these really important mission-driven organizations, but because we need to build a community of people who see themselves as giving back to the earth, not just taking. And so this idea of being giving and living fully and being thoughtful at what we purchase, what we wear, how we show up as consumers, and how we show up as neighbors and friends to one another is critically important. And if there is a lesson from the pandemic, it's not just about wearing t-shirts, but perhaps it's about how we build community and how we come together to take care of one another.